Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before we start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Salma Musika Ainia from the Accounting Education A 2017. And today I want to present my thesis proposal, the effect of leverage, sales growth, and company size on tax avoidance in companies listed on Indonesia Stock Exchange for the period of 2019. The first topic is introduction. Okay, so this is the background of the research. Taxes are the largest income for the state revenue which have an important role for the state and the welfare of public. Indonesia is applying the self-assessment system which taxpayers can calculate, can report, and pay their own taxes. So it really depends on voluntary compliance. But for the taxpayers, tax is an expense that can reduce their profits. So, in implementing tax collection, companies as taxpayers will tend to try minimize their tax expense with the thing that called tax avoidance. Tax avoidance can make the state revenue from the tax sector decrease. There is a loss of tax revenue of 6,052 trillion Indonesian rupiah per year in global, while Indonesia lost their annual tax around 68.7 trillion Indonesian rupiah because of tax avoidance. One of the methods that companies use to minimize their tax expense is to make loans to increase their debt. Companies can increase interest expense with high debt because interest expense can reduce their taxable profit, so the tax expense will be lower. And the high level of the company's debt can be shown by a leverage ratio. As we know, the purpose of the company is to get the maximum profit. One of the way to get the profit is by making sales. However, the higher sales value, the higher the taxable income, so the tax expense will be higher too. So this can make the companies tend to try to do the tax avoidance. And the last is about tax avoidance cases that quite a lot of committed by companies in Indonesia. One of them is a suspected tax avoidance case by Adaro Energy in 2019. Adaro is one of the major companies in coal mining sector. They sell coal at a low price to Adaro subsidiary Coal Trade Service International in Singapore to be resell at a high price. This aims to reduce their sales in Indonesia so that the taxable income will be lower and Adaro can minimize its tax expense. So based on the background research, there are four problem formulation in this study. Those are: first, does leverage have an effect on tax avoidance? Second, does sales growth have an effect on tax avoidance? Third, does company size have an effect on tax avoidance? And the last is, do leverage, sales growth, and company size have an effect on tax avoidance? And the purpose of this research is to find out the effect of leverage on tax avoidance, the effect of sales growth on tax avoidance, the effect of company size on tax avoidance, and to find out the effect of leverage, sales growth, and company size on tax avoidance. The next is novelty of the research. The novelty in this research lies on the scope of the research object, where the objects are companies listed on IDX for the period of 2019 with 712 companies from the various sectors and subsectors. And the benefit that can be obtained from this research are: the first is theoretical benefit, to develop insight and enrich knowledge, and can also be used as reference for future research with a similar topic. And the second is practical benefits for government, for companies, and for investors. This research can help them to consider and make decisions better and more wisely. The second chapter is literature review. First, the theoretical background used in this research is agency theory. Agency theory explains the conflict between agents and principal due to their different goals. In relation to tax avoidance, agency problems occur because of differences in interest between company as taxpayer and government as tax collector. Government expect high tax revenue from companies. Meanwhile, for the company, tax is an expense that can reduce their profit. So they always try their best to minimize tax expense. And the next is tax avoidance. Before we discussing about tax avoidance, it's better to understand about the tax first. So, taxes are involuntary retribution by government to individual or company. Taxpayers, especially companies, will do the tax planning to minimize their tax expense. And the main purpose of the tax planning is to maximize the profit after tax, and tax avoidance is one of the strategies of this tax planning. According to Pohan, tax avoidance is an act to avoid the tax legally and safely for taxpayers without contradicting applicable taxation provisions. Tax avoidance is done by exploiting legal loopholes or gray areas in taxation policies so that their status can be called legal. Indicator used to measure the tax avoidance in this research is GAAP-ETR with the following formula: tax expense divided by pre-tax income. Effective tax rate is used because it shows the effectiveness of the company in making tax payment. Next is leverage. Companies need funds to finance their operational activities. And one of the way that company use to obtain funds is by making loan or owing to other parties. As stated by Harry, leverage ratio is used to measure the company's ability to fulfill all its liabilities, both short and long term. A high leverage will show that the companies are more likely to rely on funding obtained from loans to other parties. Indicator used to measure leverage is debt to equity ratio with the following formula: total debt divided by total equity. So in taxation, there is provides an opportunity to be an effort to implement tax avoidance in tax planning carried out by investors. Next is sales growth. As we know, company is a business entity established for the profit. One of the ways a company can make profit is by sales. And the expectation of the company is always to grow and develop positively. One of the ratio that can be used to measure the company's growth is the sales growth ratio. Quoting from Oktamawati, that sales growth describes a company's ability to increase its sales over time. In this research, sales growth measured by the following calculations: sales during current term minus sales during previous term and divided by sales during previous term. Sales growth can show the company's sales performance over time. The next variable is company size. According to Mahdiana and Amin, company size is a measurement group based on the size of the company and can show the company's operational activities and the income that the companies get. Company can be classified into various ways such as total asset, total sales, stock market value, and so on. Between one company and another will have different sizes according to their respective capacities. In this research, company size measured by natural log of total asset because this indicator is more stable when compared to others such as total sales and stock market value, which are strongly influenced by supply and demand as well as economic condition. Okay, the next is relevant research from Fauzian Diha and Nasirotunisa Nurhajanti in 2019, from Musna Oknaviani and Agus Munandar in 2017, and from Maria Kipti Mahdiana and Muhammad Nuryatno Amin in 2020. From this research, we know that first, companies is trying to find ways to reduce their tax expense with tax avoidance. And then one of the way that company use to avoid the tax is using their debt policy. Because debt will increase the interest expense which can reduce their taxable income. Another thing that can affect the tax avoidance is sales growth, because an increase in sales growth will make the company get a large profit that can increase their tax expense. Also, if it related to company size, large companies will have the greater research to do the tax management than the small companies. Next is theoretical framework. The first is leverage on tax avoidance. Leverage describes the company's ability to complete all its liabilities, and the higher level of leverage indicates that the company depends a lot on funding from creditor. Advantage that companies get from using financing through debts is the interest expenses that can be deducted for tax purpose. Because of this, companies prefer to use debt than equity capital. So companies with high leverage ratio tend to do tax avoidance because the interest expense on their debt is used to minimize their tax expense. So the first hypothesis of this study is there is an effect of leverage on tax avoidance. Next is sales growth on tax avoidance. Sales growth is a ratio that shows the company's sales performance from one period to another. Based on statement from these researches, we know that companies can reduce their taxes by manipulating sales so that the reported profit is lower. Also, they can manipulating income into various types of income that have different rates. Moreover, the shifting of revenues and expenses through intercompany ties also gives multinational corporations additional opportunities to minimize the global taxes paid. So the second hypothesis of this study is there is an effect of sales growth on tax avoidance. The third is company size on tax avoidance. According to statement from Daring et al., Bow and Romeo, and Kim and Im, size is one of determinants of tax avoidance. Larger companies have greater resources to influence the political process and have more resources directed toward tax avoidance. So, large companies have plenty of resources for optimal tax saving. And the third hypothesis of this study is there is an effect of company size on tax avoidance. The last is leverage, sales growth, and size on tax avoidance. According to Kim and Im, financial determinants that influence tax avoidance including firm size, leverage, sales growth. Also, Permata et al. Stated that tax avoidance activities can be influenced by several factors and including size, leverage, and sales growth. Also, Rodriguez et al. Said that business variables that can affect ETRs are the classic ones, including size, leverage, as well as other new ones, including firm growth. So the fourth hypothesis of this study is there is an effect of leverage, sales growth, and company size on tax avoidance. Okay, the last chapter of my thesis proposal is research method. This research began in November 2020 and expected to be done in March 2021 at the Faculty of Economics, State University of Jakarta. And this research used the quantitative approach. Next is population and sample. The object of this research is 712 companies listed on IDX in the period of 2019. But due to limited data for the research variables, there are criteria, and after I screening the companies, there is 345 affordable population. After that, the sample was determined using the Slovene method with an error rate of 5% and obtained a sample of 188 companies. The sampling technique used in this research is probability sampling method with simple random sampling technique. The last topic is data collection and analysis technique. The technique of collecting data from this research is documentation study, which the data required for this research is secondary data, obtained from the company's financial reports published on the official website of IDX. Furthermore, the data analysis technique used for this research are the first is descriptive statistic, the next is requirement test analysis, and I use normality and linearity. And the classic assumption test is using multicollinearity, heteroscedasticity, and autocorrelation. After that, I use the multiple linear regression analysis to predict how far the value of variable will change if there are changes in other variables. And the last is hypothesis analysis using the t-test to see the effect of independent variables on the dependent variable individually, using the f-test to see the effect of independent variables on the dependent variable simultaneously, and R-squared test to measure how far the model's ability to explain the variation in the dependent variable. Okay, that's my presentation for my thesis proposal, and I sincerely appreciate for your great attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.